I came home from a trip and my daughter from a previous marriage was gone. My fiancé said, I dropped her at her grandparents'. It's her or me. I replied, easy choice. Then I picked up my daughter, changed the locks, and served her with an eviction notice. When she realized she was homeless and I had recorded her admission of child abandonment. I'm 34. Single dad to Emma, she's 8. Her mom died when she was 3. Car accident, not getting into that. It's rough enough without rehashing it. Been raising Emma solo for 5 years. My parents help when they can. Her maternal grandparents too. Good people. We all work together for Emma's sake. Met Rachel 2 years ago. She was 29, worked in marketing, seemed nice enough. No kids of her own. Said she was fine with me having Emma. Said she liked kids. That should have been my first clue. Liked kids. Not loved kids, or can't wait to be a stepmom. Just liked them, like you like pizza or whatever. But I was lonely. Working full-time and raising a kid solo is exhausting. Rachel seemed stable, adult, someone to share life with. We dated for a year before I introduced her to Emma. Wanted to make sure it was serious first. Emma had already lost her mom. Wasn't gonna parade random women through her life. When they finally met, it was fine. Not great, not terrible, just fine. Rachel tried, brought Emma a stuffed animal. Asked about school. Basic stuff. Emma was polite but quiet. She's a shy kid anyway. Takes time to warm up to people. Rachel moved in 6 months ago after we got engaged. That's when things started shifting. Little things at first. Rachel would make dinner for us, but give Emma smaller portions. When I asked about it, she said Emma needed to learn not to waste food. Emma's 8 and weighs 60 pounds. She wasn't wasting anything. Rachel started volunteering me for weekend work stuff, networking events, dinners with her colleagues. When I said I had Emma those weekends, she'd get annoyed, say I was being inflexible. She'd plan date nights and then act surprised when I said I needed to arrange a sitter. Like she forgot I had a kid. Every single time. Emma started spending more time in her room. When I asked if something was wrong, she'd say no. But I could tell. I asked Rachel if she and Emma were getting along okay. She said fine. Said Emma was just moody. Moody. An 8-year-old whose mom died. Red flags everywhere. I see that now. 3 weeks ago, I had to go to a work conference. 3 days in Denver. I didn't want to go, but my boss insisted. Big client pitch, needed me there. I asked my parents to take Emma, but they were on a cruise. Bad timing. Asked my ex-wife's parents, but they were dealing with a medical thing. Also bad timing. Rachel said Emma could stay with us, that she'd watch her. I was hesitant, but what choice did I have? Cancel the trip and probably lose my job. I needed to provide for Emma. I asked Rachel 3 times if she was sure. She said yes. Said it would be good bonding time. That should have been red flag number 50. I left Monday morning, called Emma that night. She seemed okay. Said they'd ordered pizza, watched a movie, normal stuff. Tuesday night I called again. Emma sounded off, quiet. I asked if everything was okay. She said yes, but her voice was small. I asked to talk to Rachel. She got on the phone, said everything was fine. Emma was just tired. Something felt wrong, but I was 900 miles away. What was I supposed to do? Wednesday afternoon, my flight landed at 4 p.m. I texted Rachel I was on my way home. She didn't respond. I got to the house around 5:30. Walked in. Place was quiet. Emma? I called out. No answer. Rachel? She came out of the bedroom. Looked annoyed that I was home. Where's Emma? I asked. I took her to her grandparents. I stared at her. What? Your ex-wife's parents. I dropped her off this morning. They're dealing with a medical issue. I told you that. They seemed fine when I dropped her off. My heart was pounding. Why would you take her there without asking me? Rachel crossed her arms. Because I'm done. Done with what? This. Playing house with someone else's kid. I didn't sign up for this. You knew I had a daughter from day one. I thought it would be different. I thought she'd be less needy, less around. Less around. My daughter, in her own house. What are you talking about? I could feel my temper rising. I can't do this anymore, Rachel said. The constant kid stuff, her things everywhere, having to tiptoe around her feelings. I want a life with you. Just you. I have a daughter, and I have needs. So here's the deal. It's either her or me. You choose. I just looked at her. This woman I was engaged to, standing in my house, telling me to choose between her and my child. You're serious. Completely. I love you, but I can't live like this. She needs to go live with her grandparents full time. Then we can have a real life together. A real life. Without my daughter. I pulled out my phone, started recording, just hit record and held it at my side. We're in a one-party consent state. Recording was legal as long as I was part of the conversation. Let me get this straight, I said. Calm, controlled. You took my daughter to her grandparents without my permission while I was out of town. I had permission. You left her with me. To watch her here, not to abandon her somewhere else. I didn't abandon her. I took her to family, without asking me while I was 900 miles away. You're being dramatic. And now you're giving me an ultimatum. Emma or you. Yes, make a choice. Easy choice, I said. Her face lit up. She actually smiled, thought I was choosing her. Pack your things, I said. The smile disappeared. What? Get your stuff and get out. You're done here. You're choosing her over me? Every single time. She's my daughter. Rachel's face went red. Are you kidding me? After everything I've put up with? Put up with? She's a child who lost her mother. And I've been nothing but patient. Do you know how hard it is dating a single dad? The baggage, the constant schedule changes? Then you should have left instead of abandoning my kid. I didn't abandon anyone. I took her to her grandparents. Without my permission. While I was out of town. After I specifically told you they were dealing with something. That's abandonment. That's not, you can't just kick me out. I live here. Actually, I can. This house is mine. Bought it before we met. Your name's not on anything. We're engaged. Not anymore. I pulled off the engagement band we'd exchanged, set it on the counter. Get out. I have nowhere to go. Should have thought of that before you gave me an ultimatum about my daughter. She started crying. Actual tears. Please, I made a mistake. I was overwhelmed. Let me explain. Explain what? That you can't handle being around a kid? That you took her somewhere without asking? That you tried to make me choose? Nothing to explain. I understand perfectly. Where am I supposed to go? Call a friend. Get a hotel. Not my problem. She tried a different approach. Soft voice. Baby, come on. We can work this out. Don't call me that. We're done. Just let me stay tonight. I'll find a place tomorrow. No. Out. Now. She wasn't moving. Just standing there crying. I walked to the bedroom, started pulling her clothes out of the closet, threw them on the bed. What are you doing? She yelled. Helping you pack. I grabbed a suitcase from the closet, started shoving her things in. She tried to grab my arm. Stop it! I pulled away, kept packing, clothes, shoes, toiletries from the bathroom. You're insane, she screamed. Get out of my house. I dragged the suitcase to the front door, opened it, set the suitcase outside. There. First load, get the rest yourself, or I'm putting it on the lawn. Rachel just stared at me. I can't believe you're doing this. Believe it. You got 10 minutes to get whatever else you want. After that, locks are changing. This is illegal. You can't just evict me. You don't live here legally. No lease, no ownership. You're a guest. Guests can be asked to leave. I'd looked it up once during a rough patch. Just in case. Technically, she might have tenancy rights after 6 months, but if she left voluntarily, she'd have a hard time claiming illegal eviction later. That was a risk I was willing to take. She grabbed her suitcase, tried one more time. Please, let's just talk about this tomorrow, when we're both calm. I am calm, and we're done talking. Leave. She finally left, got in her car, drove away. I went back inside, wrote out a formal notice on paper, dated it. Notice to vacate. You are hereby notified that your occupancy at this address is terminated effective immediately. You have removed your belongings voluntarily. Any remaining items will be available for pickup by appointment only. Do not return to this property without prior written consent. Took a photo of it, texted it to her. That was her official eviction notice. Then I immediately called a locksmith, emergency service. Cost extra but worth it. Guy showed up in 45 minutes, changed all the locks, front door, back door, garage. Then I called Emma's grandparents. Her grandmother answered. Hello? It's me. Is Emma there? Yes. Rachel dropped her off this morning, said you asked her to. I was confused because you'd told us about the medical appointments, but Emma seemed fine, so we took her. I didn't ask Rachel to drop her off. I'm picking Emma up now. Silence. Then, what? Rachel took her without my permission. I just got back from Denver and Emma was gone. Oh my God. Is Emma okay? She's fine, physically, but she's been quiet. I thought maybe you two had a fight or something. No fight. Be there in 20 minutes. I drove straight there. Emma's grandmother met me at the door. "She's in the living room," she said quietly. "She's been asking for you." I went in. Emma was on the couch with a book. She saw me and her whole face changed. "Dad." She ran over. I picked her up. She wrapped her arms around my neck. "Hey, baby. You okay?" She nodded against my shoulder. Didn't let go. "Let's go home," I said. I thanked her grandparents, promised to explain everything later. Carried Emma to the car. On the drive home, she was quiet. "Emma, did Rachel say anything to you about why she was taking you to Grandma and Grandpa's?" Long pause. "Then, she said you needed a break from me." My hands tightened on the steering wheel. "That's not true. I never need a break from you. She said I was too much work." I pulled over. Couldn't drive and have this conversation. I turned to look at her. "Emma, listen to me. You are not too much work. You're my daughter. I love you. I will always choose you. Always." "Where's Rachel?" "She doesn't live with us anymore." "Because of me?" "No, because of her. She made bad choices. That's not on you." Emma processed that. "Is she coming back?" "No." Quiet. "Small?" "I didn't like her." "Why didn't you tell me?" She shrugged. "You seemed happy." My heart broke a little. "Emma, your feelings matter more than mine being happy. If someone makes you uncomfortable, you tell me. Always. Deal?" "Deal." We got home. I made her favorite dinner. Mac and cheese with cut-up hot dogs. We watched her favorite movie, Moana. Again, she fell asleep on the couch next to me. I carried her to bed. Then I dealt with Rachel. She'd been texting, calling, lots of messages. "Please, let's talk." "I'm sorry, I overreacted. Just let me come get my stuff." I responded once. "Your things will be boxed up. You can pick them up this weekend. Text first. I'll leave them outside. Don't knock, don't come in, don't contact Emma." She called immediately. I didn't answer. She texted. "You're being unreasonable." I didn't respond. Next morning, I called a lawyer. Family attorney my parents had used. Explained everything. She asked if I had proof of what Rachel said. I sent her the recording from my phone. She called back an hour later. "This is good. Very good." She admitted to taking Emma without permission, to giving you an ultimatum, to removing your child from your custody. Can she get in trouble for this? Potentially, but that's not the main concern. Main concern is making sure she can't claim any rights to Emma or your house or anything else. She's not on anything. No paperwork. Nothing. Good. Still, we'll draw up a cease and desist. Make it official. She contacts you or Emma, she's in violation. Papers were ready by Friday. I spent Thursday evening boxing up the rest of Rachel's things, anything she'd left behind. Threw it all in boxes and taped them shut. Rachel texted Saturday morning, "I'm coming to get my stuff." I didn't respond, just put her boxes on the porch. She showed up at 2 p.m. I watched from the window. She grabbed the boxes, looked at the door like she was thinking about knocking. She didn't. She loaded her car, looked at the house one more time, got in her car and left. Then the real drama started. She started posting on social media, vague stuff about toxic relationships and choosing yourself. Her friends commenting support. Poor Rachel. Such a victim. Then she got bolder, posted about evil exes who turn on you, about men who use women and throw them away. My friends started sending me screenshots, asking what happened. I didn't respond publicly, didn't say anything online. But I did send the recording to a few mutual friends, the ones who were asking questions. My lawyer said since it was true and I was defending my reputation, sharing it was legally protected. Word spreads fast. Suddenly her narrative changed. Her friends stopped commenting. Some people unfriended her. She texted me. "You sent people that recording?" "That was private." I responded. "You took my daughter without permission and gave me an ultimatum. There's consequences. You're ruining my life. You tried to make me give up my kid. We're done here." She kept texting. I blocked her. She emailed. I blocked that too. She tried calling from different numbers. I stopped answering unknown calls. Week later, my lawyer called. "Rachel hired an attorney. For what?" "She's claiming you illegally evicted her. Wants compensation for emotional distress." I laughed. Couldn't help it. "She's serious," my lawyer said. Her attorney sent a demand letter, $10,000. For what? Allegedly for the cost of finding new housing and therapy for the trauma of being suddenly homeless. She made herself homeless when she abandoned my kid. I know, and that recording proves it. We're filing a countersuit. For what? Custodial interference. Emotional distress to you and Emma. She removed your child from your custody without authorization while you were traveling. That's unlawful interference with parental rights. Can we do that? Absolutely. The recording proves everything. She admitted it all. Rachel's lawsuit went nowhere. Her lawyer dropped her after seeing the recording and hearing about the countersuit. My lawyer sent a final cease and desist. Told her if she contacted me, Emma, or my family again, we'd pursue harassment charges and enforcement action for violation of the agreement. She went quiet after that. Emma's doing better. Started seeing a child therapist just to process everything. Therapist says she's resilient, that she'll be okay. In one of our family sessions, the therapist asked me if I regretted Rachel. I said no, because Rachel showed me what matters and what I won't tolerate. Nobody gives me ultimatums about my daughter. Nobody. Emma's teacher asked if everything was okay at home. Emma had mentioned Rachel was gone. I explained briefly. Teacher said Emma seemed happier actually. More open in class. That told me everything. My ex-wife's parents apologized for not calling me immediately when Rachel dropped Emma off. Said they should have known something was wrong. I told them it wasn't their fault. Rachel lied to everyone. My parents asked what happened with Rachel. I played them the recording. Dad just shook his head. Good riddance. Mom wanted to know if Emma was okay. I said yes. She was tough. Like her dad, Mom said. Maybe. Rachel texted from a new number 2 weeks ago. I miss you. I blocked it. She tried Instagram. Can we talk? Blocked. She sent a letter to my house. Long thing about how she made mistakes, but she loved me. How we could work through this. How she was willing to try with Emma. I threw it away. My lawyer called. Rachel's attorney contacted me. She's willing to drop everything if you drop the countersuit. Done. You sure? We could probably get a settlement. Don't care about money. Care about her being gone. Tell her attorney will drop it, but she signs a binding agreement never to contact me or Emma again. Ever. I'll draft it. Papers were signed last week. Legally binding. She contacts us, she's in violation and faces penalties. It's over. Emma asked last night if I was going to date again. I said maybe someday. Not anytime soon. Good, she said. I laughed. Why good? Because I like it just us. Me too, kid? She went back to her homework. Happy. That's what matters.